In our first story, the police in the Upper East region have arrested the grandson of a chief in the region whose palace was used, without his knowledge, as a haven for suspected armed robbers who were hiding from police after robbing an orphanage at New Ningo in the Greater Accra region. Some other 6 persons are also in police custody for their various involvements in crime. Upper East Regional Police Commander DCOP Redeemer Vincent Dejoy has been briefing journalists on the arrest at Bolgatanga. It's where Albert Sorry reports.
Muntaka Mohammed, the man with afro hair in this picture, came home after many years away in Accra. But unknown to his family at the palace of the Chief of Gbaam, a community here in Bolgatanga, Muntaka was wanted by police for his alleged involvement in armed robbery. Briefing journalists at his office in Bolgatanga, Upper East Regional Police Commander DCOP Redeemer Vincent Dejoy revealed that Muntaka Mohammed is alleged to be the leader of a notorious gang that robbed an orphanage at New Ningo in the Greater Accra region.
5 men attacked an orphanage home in Pampram with pistols, shotgun, hammer and machetes. During the process, they succeeded in robbing the home with an unspecified amount of money in foreign and local currencies. And they also managed to take away 6 different types of mobile phones, including an iPhone. They further subjected the inmates of the home to severe beatings and left them to their fate. This issue happened at New Ningo. The case was reported to Pampram Police, which is the district capital, or the police district. During investigations, it was detected that the iPhone that was taken away was tracked to Circle while it was being when somebody was trying to decode it. As a result, 2 suspects were arrested at Circle, and during investigations or during interrogation, they revealed that the phone was brought to them by someone to be decoded, and they traced it to Upper East region, that is Bolga. So the police Pampram came to Bolga, and that was on the 7th. And through the collaboration of the regional CID and our SWAT team, they moved in to Gbaam. Is the Chief's Palace, because they have the feeling that if you are in the Chief's Palace, that place cannot be evaded. But we were able to evade the place and arrested 5 suspects. Otulai Nevis, age 27, a Ghanaian. Stephen Bote, age 29, a Ghanaian, and Adongbire Asampana, age 24. The wife of suspect Muntaka Mohammed were arrested. But Muntaka Mohammed, believed to be the gang leader, managed to escape.
DCOP Dejoy also revealed how Muntaka was later nabbed despite escaping arrest early on.
He managed to escape, but through diligent search, at about 2:00 hours, that was 2 a.m., information trickled into the operational men, and he was arrested at Boga Tamale Terminal Bus Stop, where he was getting ready to abscond to Tamale.
Upon his arrest,
Meanwhile, a swoop by police and small-scale miners task force had led to the arrest of some 11 persons engaged in illegal mining in the Offin River. The suspects were undertaking mining in the river in defiance of government's directive on banning such activities. The Small-Scale Miners Association put together the anti-galamsey team to augment national effort at fighting wanton destruction of the environment. Prince Apia now reports.
The suspects were picked up in separate operations within a stretch of the Offin River in the Dunkwao area. Upper Dinchra East Municipal Police Commander Superintendent Dela Jensi told the media alleged culprits were using dredge boats on the river.
Over the past 72 hours, the National Task Force of the Small Scale Miners Association, which mostly from all the mining areas, came together in collaboration with the police and mounted an operation on the Offin River. And these 11 young men were arrested mining with dredge boats on the river. So far, they've been arrested, and we are going to proceed with them to Cape Coast for prosecution. That's what I have to say. But I must say that it's been a very difficult task for both the task force and the police, because as soon as you leave the place, they are back there. A group of them will go back, and it's been a very difficult task fighting these people on the distance. I would suggest also which that the government will come out with forces that will also augment the strength of the task force so that together we can fight the menace.
Bracey Ando is the commander of the Small Scale Miners Task Force.
First of all, we thank the government and the police in Dunkwao here. In fact, they have been helping us successfully. But our problem now is we don't have good vehicles to chase these people. So we are pleading to the government that it should come to our aid so that they can help us at least with about 4 or 5 vehicles so that we can be able to achieve what we want to achieve. Because these illegal miners, to arrest them is not easy.
The suspects have since been sent to Cape Coast for prosecution. The Ghana National Association of Small-Scale Miners wants government to impose more severe punishment against defiant persons. Kwabna Boache is Public Relations Officer.
Yes, we would want to send a petition to the various stakeholders involved, because it's very, very disheartening. We've received a lot of news from the various districts that we've effected arrest, and it seems that the punishments are not that stiff. So they come back and then go back to the various river bodies and still pollute them. So it's more like we are working in vain. So we would plead to the government that since the government is supporting us, they should also help and then stiffen the punishment of these illegal miners in order to deter others from polluting the river bodies.
Prince Apia reporting.
We're away from crime. The Ghana Trades Union Congress has warned of a collapse of the National Health Insurance Scheme under the current financing system. The leadership says improved and sustained scheme is achievable only with adequate government support for the implementing agency. The Deputy Secretary General of the TUC, Joshua Ansa, spoke at the second quadrennial delegates conference of the National Health Insurance Workers Union in Kumasi. Prince Apia again.
The conference provided a platform for members to discuss pertinent welfare and administrative issues. Deputy Secretary General Joshua Ansa says National Health Insurance Authority should look beyond subscriber premium and health insurance levy to fulfill its mandates.
How can we sustain the national insurance? Statistics and research indicate that the current financing model can never sustain the NHI if we continue that way. So it is time for us to sit down and discuss with all the stakeholders and see how best we can all put our thoughts together. If there should be the need for us to increase the premium, then the alternative way is also to expand the coverage. Because if all our elements is going to be taken care of, if you ask me to pay a premium to cover all these things, I think it's not bad. So I think serious discussions must be held between all the stakeholders, like NHI itself, the government, the trade union congress, organized labor, and the judiciaries.
The national chairman of Health Insurance Workers Union, Maxwell Mauli Nadejo, commends government of its commitment to the scheme. He supports the proposed increment of the NHIS levy from 2.5% to 3.5% of the 17.5% of value-added tax.
This will mean an increase in the current NHIS levy embedded in the current VAT rate of 17.5 from its current rate of 2.5 to 3.5%. We pledge our support as workers to this cause, as this is critical to the survival of this all-important social intervention, which is benefiting all well-being Ghanaians.
The Health Insurance Workers Union is affiliated to the Union of Industry, Commerce and Finance, UNICOF. General Secretary John Senanu Amegashi, however, insists adequate resources and employee motivation are critical to improving productivity.
If we're able to enhance productivity, then of course we'll be able to generate enough income which we the workers can take part of. Because you cannot have an institution with lots of challenges as we are seeing in National Health Authority. The authority needs to be resourced. If the authority is resourced and we are providing the needed services, then of course we should have the guts to also demand a better welfare scheme for the workers. However, in absence of all this, we advise workers to continue to remain very focused to ensure that they provide all the needed attention that they require, so that at least we sustain the scheme. You know that the income level of workers are very low throughout the country. So if the government, as part of their policy, is not able to resource the scheme, then of course workers, and for that matter, those who are not even working, cannot be taken care of by the government.
Prince Apia reporting.
The wife of the Lebanese national accused of raping his 19-year-old house help on Monday broke down in tears at an Accra High Court after the court adjourned the bail application hearing and due to the absence of state attorneys handling the case. Lawyers for the suspect, Haddad Rabi, have since December tried to get their client bail after he was picked up for the crime. Joseph Akable reports the state attorney handling the case was said to have been unwell and so could not make it to the court.
The visibly unhappy wife could be seen outside the courtroom in tears. She had shouted in court, quote, "So if she is unwell tomorrow too, same thing will happen," unquote. This was after former Attorney General Mariata Briapie-Opong, who is watching brief for the house help, told the court she had been informed the attorney handling the case was unwell. Lead counsel for the Lebanese, Ralph Opokwedu, said registered his displeasure at the turn of events. He argued his client under the law was entitled to bail and that the application could be heard with or without the presence of the state attorney. He added that the presence of the former AG was enough representation to enable the case to proceed. Lawyer Edusai stated, quote, "They have been evicted from their home and thrown to the street. The one who needs to provide for them is being kept in custody. This is the case where the charge doesn't even support the facts, yet they are keeping him in custody," unquote. Justice Justin Kofi Dogu adjourned hearing to January 9 for the application for bail to be moved.
Human beings have always imagined what they might do if they were in the place of God. Such beliefs stem from what they think God ought to do. But are these beliefs hinged on selfless or selfish motives? As the world celebrates Play God Day, Love FM's Kwesi Debra explores men's wishes should they find themselves on God's throne.
Psalm 82, verse 6. It reads, "I said, you are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High." This is indeed one of the most controversial verses in the Bible. But let me ask you this question. What would you do if you are God?
If I'm a God today, what I'm going to tell you is the world needs to come to an end. You may be anticipating, why am I saying this? We don't speak the truth. Doctors don't speak the truth. Lawyers don't speak the truth. Pastors don't speak the truth. So instead of the world to go clockwise, it's rather going anti-clockwise. Everything about life is all about money. So if I were to be God today, trust me, I swear to my God, the world will have come to an end today.
Oh, Anka,
I will kill the rich who refuses to give to the poor. Their suggestions enforce political conflict authority, Ted Gu's relative deprivation theory. It argues a large gap between groups expected and actual economic and living conditions can fuel conflict. Uprisings the world over can, however, be linked to this gap.
All right, my name is I'm Dr. Peter Juma, head of Department of Sociology and Social Work here in UST. As a people, playing God is something that is evident, and I look at it from two angles. From the point of view of socialization, we realize that we are socialized to respect authority. We are socialized not to challenge authority, to challenge our parents, to challenge the chiefs, religious leaders, and other important personalities in society. So as a result of that inability to challenge what they say, we realize that they have been deified to some extent. They have been given godly features, and they think that they are all powerful, they think that they are all knowing, and they think that they have a perfectionist abilities.
Out to ask for money and wisdom. Yes, he feels his wealth has been long overdue. If someday he becomes wealthy, can he assume a godly character?
So there is generally inequality in terms of illiteracy, in terms of poverty. So when people become economically powerful, then to some extent you see that they will be dictating the pace, they will be directing people.
What about the religious? I will bring back those who have fallen to my kingdom. God created us in his image, but there was a separation, so I'll bring all of them back. Does that mean man won't be allowed to choose?
Verse 7. But you shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. I play man. My name is Kwesi Debra, reporting for JoyNews.
That guy, his reports fascinate me. I tell him all the time. Good morning to you, Kwesi Debra. And another one. God play day or play God day.
Was he playing God there?
Yeah, I think he wanted to put people in the stead of God. And if you have to be in God's shoes, what would you do?
Yeah, nice.
The first one said that he wanted the world to end today because there's just so much iniquity in the world. Now people's minds and perceptions.
I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
If I was God, so I won't even think it.
Okay, if I was God, I'll keep just like God is doing. Forgiving my subjects all the time because the things that we do enormous.
Yeah.